All right, what's up guys? Jackson Ape here today with Apex Training and Nutrition, and today we're going to go over proper hinge mechanics. I see a lot of people improperly performing the hinge, whether that comes to kettlebell swings, RDLs, deadlifts, what have you. A lot of people typically don't know how to bend at their hips properly. A lot of people round at the backs. So we're going to dive into this a little bit, and then we're going to go over a little demonstration on how to properly hinge, so that way you can teach yourself if you aren't properly hinging now. That way you can get more out of your hinging movements, really build up those glutes and those hamstrings. So this is going to be the correct form of a hinge. As you notice, we have a flat back. There is minimal bend at the knee, or minimal knee going forward rather. So the knee stays relatively fixed. And from there, we are pushing our hips back, and the cues that I like to use are bringing your chest or your chin down to your knees. So this is going to ensure that we're keeping our back in a fixed, straight, locked position. And then we're primarily moving at the hips, as you can see. So this is our starting point, and this is typically where we want to end. Obviously, the further back we can push our hips, the more activation that we're going to get, the better the movement is going to be. But ideally, this is the pattern that we want to be in. This is the incorrect way that a lot of people do hinge. This is the starting position, and as you can see, not much is actually happening at the hip joint. We're not really activating the hamstring and the glutes. We're more so rounding or bending through our back, whether that's our lower spine or our mid thoracic spine. So these are what the two kind of hinges that I see performed a lot, and I see a lot more of this than I do this. So now we're going to take a PVC, and we're going to go through a demonstration of how to properly teach yourself how to hinge. All right, now we're going to go over hinge mechanics, demonstrating with a PVC pipe. So all you need is a PVC pipe or a broomstick, something light that's just a fixed long shape like so. So from here, we're going to take our thumbs, put them in our thighs, and this is where we're going to start. Okay, so this PVC needs to stay as close to our bodies as possible. As soon as we start letting it drift away, you see how my back's already rounding. We're in a compromised position, and this is not where we want to be. So we need to focus on keeping the object that we're using close to our bodies. So we'll pull it into our thigh, we'll call for now. Here, we're going to bend at the knees ever so slightly, but we're not going to let them keep traveling forward, and we're definitely not going to lock them all the way out and keep them locked out. We do want a bit of a bend in our knee to start. From there, we're going to simply let the broomstick or PVC pipe glide down our thigh until we get to our knee, keeping our eyes pointed down, our chin tucked, so we're bringing our chin or our chest to our knee. Notice how my back is in a fixed position. I'm getting a lot of glute and hamstring recruitment already. So from here, we're just going to keep pushing our hips back. So push into those hips. And as you can see, my back is staying in a fixed position. The broomstick / PVC pipe is lowering, and I am in an optimal hinge position. From here, the broomstick or the PVC pipe stays tight, and you just bring your hips through, contracting those glutes as hard as you can. This is a really good movement because it's a great builder for our lifts, but in reality, this is how we pick things up off the ground. If you're going to pick an object up off the ground and you're bending over like this is typically why a lot of people suffer back injuries or have pain in their back when they pick things up off the ground. Whereas if we bend our knees slightly and we go down don't have to go slowly, but getting the motion down to practice, we should go in a slower tempo so we can see what it feels like. But this is a much better position to pick something up off the ground than this is per se, right? So this is where a lot of people find themselves in pain, experiencing pain, etc. And so this movement is really good because it teaches us how to implement properly picking things up in our day-to-day lives, which is something that typically people are going to get hurt from rather than getting hurt in the gym. So while this is great for our lifts, it does a much better job at providing a transfer to life itself. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate all your support. If you got anything out of this video, or you know someone that struggles with their hinge mechanics, please send them this video. It helps us, but it also helps other people learn how to properly lift so they can lift safely, but also lift so it has a carryover to everyday life.